Did you know that the possibility of a disconnect between conceptualizing an intention and executing that intention is very high? Procrastination creeps in silently, creating a gap where your intentions, dreams, visions, and ideas never translate into reality. Hello there. Welcome to Beating Procrastination series with Victory Daniel. This year, we vehemently say no to procrastination. Join me today as I reveal a critical window where the cycle of procrastination infiltrates your life without you even realizing it, preventing you from achieving the results you desire. If you are a creative, this episode is for you. Permit me to show you a very short clip of a profound statement on procrastination made by one of Nigeria's celebrated creatives.
As a creative, there's something I tend not to do, which is being lazy or procrastinating. Because I can say one of the endpoints of procrastination is failure. I started doing comedy skits year 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. It was whole damn broke for me. I never made a dime.
Today, I will be sharing what is called the intention action gap. Here's the reality. Conceptualization and implementation do not happen simultaneously. When you conceive an idea, you need to act on it. The intention gap is simply the frustrating experience of knowing exactly what you should do to achieve a specific result, but somehow not doing it or doing something entirely different instead. Most often, this gap is created during the planning phase. As you prepare and plan to execute your intention, delay somehow creeps in. Your motivation goes away. Obstacles that feel insurmountable take over, and before you know it, your intention, the ideas you have, your dreams and vision just fade away. Think of planning as the mechanical system that converts your intention, which is the raw material, into reality, the final product or result. When there is a malfunction in this system, there is a gap, your dreams may never make it past the planning table. So the question now is, what really causes this gap? The gap of procrastination is created by a complete mix of cognitive, emotional, and physical factors. Let me break down the main culprits for you. Number one, the planning fallacy. When you are planning to execute a task or an idea or a vision that you have, sometimes or almost all the time, we consistently overestimate what we can accomplish. We also underestimate the tasks that we can actually take and naively assume that motivation will magically carry us through when we need it the most. Unfortunately, sometimes when a task will take you 4 hours, you underestimate and say you just need 2 hours. And by the time you begin, you are now overwhelmed. Ooh, it's going to take more than I anticipated. Sometimes you underestimate the task. Is it not this? I finish in 5 minutes. And 3 hours, you are still on the same task because you underestimated the task. Motivation cannot carry you through some of the tasks, especially when it's about you achieving a goal or a vision. For example, PhD program. I almost abandoned my PhD because I lost my motivation in the process. Most times, motivation cannot carry you through to the end. Number two, emotional regulation issues. Procrastination is often an unconscious attempt to manage negative emotions that are associated with tasks or visions or goals that we have set for ourselves. That overwhelming feeling or the perception of difficulty or the fear of failure or experiencing complete boredom with the work ahead makes you lose focus, and in between there is a gap and you do not follow through with the actions. So you leave it as just an idea or just a task that you were supposed to do. Number three, lack of self-regulation skills. Without proper self-management technique, we struggle to stay on track when challenges arise. There is that discipline that you need to build so you can regulate yourself, so that you can regulate your emotions, you can regulate the way you implement the tasks or the activities that you do. Without the proper technique to do that, sometimes when challenges comes, you just give up and you let it go. Number four, clarity deficit. Unclear or abstract tasks and goals make it nearly impossible to know where to start from or how to proceed. Have you been there before, where you have a task or you envisioned an idea that you want to do, but the problem now is, I don't know where to start from. I don't know how to proceed from here. Here, a gap is now created between your intention and following through with action to produce results. Number five, distraction overload. It can be environmental distractions, it can be mental clutter, it can be digital interruptions, it can be family pressure. All this can interrupt and fragment your focus and it derails your progress. So that creates a gap between your intention and following through with action to produce results. How can you ensure that there is no gap or successfully bridge the gap between your intention and your action to produce results? Here are proven strategies. Strategy number one, make your intentions concrete and specific. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable micro tasks. This approach makes the overwhelming tasks or projects feel achievable and builds momentum through consistent achievements. Let me give you a simple example. I am given a task to write the annual report for a project in my office. What I do is I break it down into smaller actions and I distribute them into different days. If you are told you have 14 days to do it, most times you will procrastinate and at the end you begin to rush. But this is what I do. I break it down. Day one, I will complete the introduction page or the summary page. Summary page is about half a page or a full page, so I will complete that on day one. Day two, I will document all the planned activities versus the actual achievement. This is where I am going to look at my indicator table that has the activities and actual achievements. What did we plan to do and what did we achieve? On day 3, I will present the indicators and milestones. Now, based on our activities, I am going to present our indicators showing the achievements. On day 4, I will analyze our challenges and lessons learned. Then on day 5, I will write the conclusion and prepare the annexes, such as the annexes for maybe the means of verification like attendance, for trainings that happened, for some meetings. Just prepare the annex to the report, or there were documents that were produced. I will now prepare the annexes on day 5. Now, this is an example of me breaking it down, but when you leave it in the whole as annual reports, you get overwhelmed or you get fidgeted that when will I start? How can I finish? Where will I gather all the information I need? But when you break it down into smaller tasks and split them across the days, it becomes easier for you. You see, you have achieved your goal. Number 2 strategy: build your intention around a system and not just aiming at the goal, but build around a system. What does this mean? When you make your intentions actionable by embedding them into your daily routine with specific where, when, and how, it becomes easy and it flows. For example, I want to get an A in my course. I was having challenge with this particular management course because management has not been my core field. I'm coming from a health background. So there was this management course. I wanted to get an A. What I did was to embed my study of that course into my routine. So I made an actionable, concrete strategy by saying, I will study 2 hours after dinner and review my notes every morning before breakfast. So I had embedded this into my routine. Another example that I have helped others do, and I've seen someone achieve it, is I know someone that wanted to lose weight, that wanted to lose a particular number of pounds within 3 months. I think she wanted to lose 20 pounds in 3 months. Okay, I helped her put out a goal and embedded it into her routine. She will walk 30 minutes daily while commuting to the office. So, her work routine that was prescribed for her was now embedded in her daily routine of going to the office. This approach works because you focus on process and not the outcome. You build momentum through small wins. It reduces decision fatigue and creates sustainable habits that compound over time. Number 3, reconnect with your why. This is very important because at the point where motivation does not pull you through, you reconnect with your why, with the purpose. Focus on the deeper purpose beyond the surface level motivation. Reconnect to your core value and the fundamental purpose behind your goals to reignite your inner drive when motivation inevitably fluctuates. I used this when I was about to give up and throw up my PhD program. I reconnected to why I wanted to do a PhD program, and that kept me moving. Number 4, eliminate distractions ruthlessly. Do not tolerate distractions. This is absolutely crucial, and we will discuss this in-depthly in subsequent episodes. I will extensively share specific strategies for identifying and eliminating distractions, because when you allow distractions, that becomes a gateway for procrastination perpetually. You become a chronic procrastinator. If today's discussion provided you with new perspective or actionable knowledge, I encourage you to share this episode with others, your friends, colleagues, mentees, or anyone who might benefit from this episode, or anyone looking to overcome procrastination in the year 2026. Your engagement helps this valuable content to reach a greater number of people who desperately need these strategies. In our next episode, we will dive deep into the vicious cycle of procrastination and how to break free from its grip once and for all. Thanks for watching, and remember, your dreams are too important to leave it to chance. Bye.